It was me all along. I know just the place I need to be.
Oh, excuse me, Detective Hollywood.
Yes. Well, looks like I know where I need to place my next order. Gone too soon. Little fella was gonna write his whole life out. I know you're bottling it up. Spill.
I never leak a thing.
You're flat out lying. You're telling me you don't know what happened to this?
You're tearing me apart.
Yo, what is going on? Happy Wednesday. We are coming at you live from downtown Chicago here at Atlas Stationers. My name is Hollywood. This is another bi-weekly episode of Hollywood Hour, the greatest streams of all time. Today, we have a very fun presentation. I will be dabbling in drawing and in handwriting. Now, I know what you're thinking. You saw me on the news on Monday on Good Day Chicago. If you didn't, then I will actually drop that link below so you can watch the segment. We were live on air talking about National Card and Letter Writing Month, which is in April. And so, coinciding with our weekly pop-ins, which are free events taking place in our retail store every Sunday at our PlayStation right up front in the windows, we are going to be explaining what this Sunday's pop-in is, which again is drawing prompts and writing prompts. So I have a whole setup here on the table. We have some custom printed stationery that you can see here. I'm going to show all this off real quick, and then I want to explain how you can participate. So how it works is you can RSVP on our website, and you go to our events tab, and you find the weekly pop-ins. You can also just search events in our search bar on our website, but basically we sell free seats throughout the day. There's a morning session and then an afternoon session. And then we also do try to take walk-in availability, but we supply all of the items that you see here. So that way you can come in, hang out with other stationery aficionados, and essentially you can participate in whatever the theme for the pop-in is. Our most popular ones have been Snail Mail Sundays, which usually take place the first Sunday of each month. And in those sessions, again, we supply all of this stationery, and we even supply one forever stamp per participant. Now, because forever stamps seem to have gone up over the years, we are allowing one stamp per person, because I already know what you're saying. You know, in this economy, you're thinking, I'm gonna go there and steal all their stamps. No, you're not. No, you are not. But one stamp per person, so that way you can write the letter, you can put it in the envelope, and then you can stamp it so it's mail ready. How neat is that? I got some peeps in here. Julie, what's poppin'? David, what up? What up, what up? Christy, what up? How we all doing? Hello from Wisconsin. So yeah, the pop-ins have been really going crazy. We've been selling out of our seat reservations, but again, you can just show up. Annabelle does a fantastic job leading these pop-ins in our retail store, and there's almost something every Sunday. For today's video, we're gonna talk about some of the April prompts that Annabelle has created. As you can see here, I have some examples of what last month's prompts were. Hold on. So for example, one of the creative writing prompts, a flower blooms in one of your houseplants. What would it offer you in return for watering it? Write the story. Write a haiku or two about spring. So that's some examples of the writing prompts that Annabelle utilized last month. And then also here's an example of a drawing prompt. What would your dream house look like? Sketch it. Then also another one would be draw the view out a window, real or fantasy on a spring day. So Annabelle had a lot of success with this March prompt meetup, the pop-in, and now we are going to sneak peek what you can expect. We're going to give out 1 or 2 prompts that I am going to do live, one writing and one drawing, and you'll be able to see these prompts on the PlayStation again this Sunday. What day is this Sunday? April 27th, 26th? I think it's the 26th. Nobody wants to steal your stamps. Who said that? Let me make note of that. Purple Sphinx, you got no idea how stamp crazy these people are. I'm watching you. I gotta tell you this. The person that I'd expect to steal my stamps the most would be the one person that says that no one's gonna steal my stamps. Just think about it. Just think about it. Okay, so are we ready? Let me know if you're ready. We got a whole lot of supplies here. Something that's really fun as well is we have a lot of pens. Oh. Hold on. I gotta get the YouTube chat down. Okay. This is so hard. There you go, right there. That's the sweet spot, right there. Okay, so these pens, every month, Annabelle is trying to pick different inks that will coincide with these pens. So for example, this is Diamine's Writer's Blood, and it's in the Lamy Safari. So each month there's gonna be new featured pens, or inks, I'm sorry, new featured inks in these pens that then you can try out on the pop-in Sundays. So that way, in case you don't have a writing utensil, which I know most of you carry a bunch of utensils, but on this month's lineup, we have Diamine Vibe. That's gonna be in the TWSBI Eco. We have Pilot Irisuzuku Toro. That's gonna be in the Preppy from Platinum. Lenin Toolbar Healthy. That's in the Pilot Kakuno, the medium nib. Sailor Shikiori Hana Kanmori. That's in the Pilot Kakuno with the fine nib, and then the Writer's Blood. So let me show you these up close, by the way. So then here are some printouts that Annabelle designed. So these will be available as well. Given how much I use stamps at work, those are, what did you say? Hold on. Let me adjust my screen. Okay, David, you said, given how much I use stamps at work, those are important. Yes. Beautiful. So I'll draw on that. This one's super dope. Check this out. It's so sick. Happy Wednesday. Okay. Now, to begin, I'm going to do 3 things here. Here is a sneak peek for a prompt that you might see this Sunday. And it says, what are some small joys in your life right now? What are your priorities in May? Which one should I do? Small joys in life right now, or what are some of my priorities in May? You tell me. I am going to use Lenin Toolbar's Healthy. I think that's, when I think of May, I think of green. What are some of my priorities in May? That's what we're gonna do. So now we need to find the Pilot Kakuno with the medium nib. These guys have the, you probably can't see well, but these ones have the smiley face. Small joys, okay, small joys. Okay, so what are some of my small joys? And we have, these are Kakimori letterpress sheets, so I'm not certain what will fully be at the station downstairs in our retail store, but some people do also enjoy exchanging stationery or leaving more stationery for other participants. So this is our little supply kit, again, stuff that we supply for free, and then some stuff is left behind by other participants. Kind of think of like an exchange, a stationery exchange. Wonder how fast my ninja fingers need to be tomorrow for that Traveler's 20th anniversary bundle. They will go quick. I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna go quick. I love how he just ignored my answer. Oh yeah, sorry. What are your priorities in May? I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna do that one. Don't worry. Small joys, small joys. Wait, hold on. We're mixed here. I got one for what are your priorities in May? 3 small joys. Small joys, loyal and addicted customers. All right, I'm gonna combine both because some of my priorities in May kind of intertwine with some of my joys, my small joys in life. Like, to give you an example, you know, since I moved into our house we closed May 30th of 2025, but like we didn't really get to experience the spring. And so this is my first year owning a property where I am actually responsible for like the landscaping and the gardening. So one of my small joys as of recently has been preparing the garden beds and just seeing like our tulips and roses grow. And I'm getting ready to actually plant Karina a whole bunch of flowers and plants, and then we're doing like a vegetation garden. And so my priorities, one of them is to make sure that I learn how to do it correctly so we have a beautiful garden. But that's also one of my joys. So I guess I could double up on this. So another one of my joys, for example, is like Winnie, being the best dad that I could be for Winnie, right? But that's also a priority. That's not just in May, forever. So here we go. So journal prompt. Let's see if you guys can see that. I'll show my handwriting because I'm gonna talk as I go. May entry, dated April 22nd. That made no sense. April 22, April 2026. Here we go. And while I write this, why don't you guys comment your response to either of these prompts? What are some small joys in your life right now? Or what are your priorities for May? Let me know in the chat what you would write for this, or follow along. Grab a sheet of paper and write this out. Look forward to seeing the garden. Julie, you'd love it. I'm taking it very seriously. Okay. The small joys in my life are closely related to my priorities in May. These joys include maintaining a beautiful garden for my wife and being the best version of myself. I'm trying to put my phone down more often to soak in life and the present moments. Time doesn't stop for anyone, and I won't let it pass me up. Wow. Guys, that's some serious stuff. That's deep. That's deep. The small joys in my life are closely related to my priorities in May. These joys include maintaining a beautiful garden for my wife and being the best version of my, I forgot myself. Hold on. Being the best version of myself possible. I'm trying to put my phone down more often to soak in life in the present moments. Time doesn't stop for anyone, and I won't let it pass me up. My goals change often, but the core of it remains the same. Those pillars in my life can be reflected by the flowers growing in our garden. We all lean and rely on each other to enjoy all of our beauty. Oh my, guys, what? Why am I selling pens for a living? What am I doing? What? Okay. Small joys, the sunset reflecting off of water. That's a very good small joy. Being with my grandkids, eating lunch by the river. My cats Dasha and Cloud being so happy when I'm around and wanting to cuddle. That's how I feel about Winnie. Winnie's been choosing her mom a lot more than me recently. I don't know why. I think it's because I brought her to work last week on Friday, and we filmed our podcast episode 7 of the Atlasing podcast. It's going to be dropping this Friday at 9 a.m. Central Time, because we also have our Experience pen sale happening at 10 a.m. Central Time. But Winnie makes a special guest appearance. Small joy in life are fountain pens, and my May priority is to save enough money for a Plotter Mini 5. Very cool. That's very awesome. Love eating lunch by the river. Nice. Yeah, I went shallow for the month. However, one more priority is to take more bicycle rides outside. That's exactly my stance here. Is I'm noticing that when I'm putting in hours at work, I get home and I'm always fearful of falling into the same routine at home, like doom scrolling on my phone or just watching TV. And although, I'm with Karina and Winnie, I want to actually do more now, especially because the weather's changing outside. More walks, more like hanging out we have a pond in our area. Going out to eat once in a blue moon. We don't do that as often as we used to. Seeing friends, hanging out with neighbors. I think that when I'm in this routine of going home and being on my phone and just watching TV and playing video games, those nights escape me so much quicker than the nights that I'm playing a board game with Karina, like Sequence, or we're out and about. So I want to soak up the moment more. Here is, I don't know if you could see this. Hold on, let me turn it this way. Wait. Oh, here, let me do this. This ink is very pretty, very light. Oh, I'd almost forgot about EXP sale this Friday. Yep, I had to move it up because we got Chicago Pen Show next week. So, guys, that's kind of poetic. I'm trying to put my phone down more often and soak in life in the present moments. Time doesn't stop for anyone, and I won't let it pass me up. My goals change often, but the core of it remains the same. Those pillars in my life can be reflected by the flowers growing in our garden. We all lean and rely on each other to enjoy all of our beauty. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I got to put that on my desk. So by the way, again, I'm using this Kakimori sheets, but you can also buy your own stationery if it's something that we haven't provided for free on the table. For example, like the Midori Spring Collection, these are always so pretty. I mean, look at that. I don't know why my brain is just, there you go, right here. Let me put an X right here. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful letterpress. Deep thoughts for a Wednesday, I know. That's true. You know what I mean? Like a lot of cute stuff. This is like a little perforated pad there. You can even deck yours out with stickers, for example. Ooh, some spring bugs. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff. I really encourage you to stop by. One thing that I think is cool is the pop-ins, the free pop-ins, I think actually coincide with my May priorities, trying to put the phone down and go find things to do. And a thing that you can do that's free, and a lot of times too, I think a lot of people always assume that like when you hang out with buddies or you're trying to do an activity, you got to go out to a restaurant or a bar. Like there's so much stuff that Chicago offers that's free and doesn't revolve around food or drinks. And our pop-ins on Sunday hit both those markers. So yeah. I spent time writing and looking for content similar to what you presented, and I'm excited to finally see someone writing and not talking. Thank you, it's so important. Yeah, I like writing. I need to do it more often. When we were featured on the news on Monday, so if you go find Good Day Chicago, Fox 32, I'll link it again down below. They're asking me questions about how can we encourage more people to write, and my response was, by just letting people know that if you can take 5 to 10 minutes out of your busy day to find time to write down your thoughts, you then build a routine and you're able to kind of explore moments and thoughts in your life and translate that onto paper. And once you get in the routine of something, you'll realize you don't want to miss, like let's say you write for 20 days in a row and the 21st day comes up. You're not going to want to ruin your 20-day streak, you know what I mean? So I think that we need to encourage more people to write. I think that's very cool. And I hope that maybe this video is that motivator for you. Very cool. All right, let's do a journal prompt. Or a drawing prompt, I'm sorry. So let's see what we got here. Oh, whoa. Okay. That's a blank one. Draw your pet as a magical creature or imagine one. Sketch a still life of some of your favorite stationery items. On the first day of spring, that's a creative prompt. Junk journal prompt. What's on your spring bucket list? What would your dream spring picnic look like? That's cool. Let's see. Draw your pet as a magical creature. Okay, I think we're gonna do that. Let's see, does this have? Oh wait, guys, I'm sorry. This isn't the Kakimori letter pad. This is the Midori. These are printed on Kakimori paper. Just so you know. But this is from the Midori letterpress. I think what I'm gonna do, let me see if I could find. I think I'm gonna draw it in this. All right, let's see. So I used that. I think I'm gonna use Diamine Vibe because it's got some, whoa, it's got some sheen. It's got some sheen in it. See that? Beautiful. So that is Twisby Eco 1.1. Winnie, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I hope you don't see this because this is going to be a bad drawing. But here we go. What kind of pets do you guys have? What are their names? What pets? Dogs, cats, birds? Sometimes people have exotic pets like parrots. And how would you deck out your pet? If you were to draw it, how would you make it more fantasy-like? A magical creature. Oh gosh, this is gonna be so bad. Okay. Okay. I just want to let you guys know if you're new here, I am a pretty talented artist. Like I do art. I draw maybe like 3 hours a day. So guys, what am I doing? That is so good. That is so good. Okay, the hardest part is the head. Here's her fur. Okay. She got a little scruffy tail. Winnie's got a scruffy tail. She's a little scruff ball. Okay. Okay, okay. 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 The head might be bigger than the body. The head might be bigger than the body, but I don't know. I don't know how my proportions are. You have a Rottweiler named Nikita? Very cool, very cool. We have plants, but we are also a doggy aunt and uncle. Nice. Nothing's better than being an uncle because like I don't have to watch the kids every day, Brian's kids, but when I go over, I'm hoping they think it's a treat, you know, oh, Uncle Brendan's over, you know. So it's like I get to be the good guy, you know, because I only see them, you know, once every so often. I currently have 2 cats, Cloud and the vicious Ragdoll, and then Dasha, who is the tortoiseshell calico. Nice. That is a better dog than I could ever draw. That's so nice of you. So what I wanted to do was turn Winnie into a wizard. Wizard Winnie. Okay. 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 Shoot, how am I supposed to draw her holding a staff? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I didn't draw her sitting down like that. Looks like she's outside doing nature's thing. So I didn't really leave any room to have her hold something. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Throwing some of the pupils. Okay. Okay. The staff can be behind her. What do I draw? Just like a line? Okay, I agree. I'm gonna put the staff behind her. Okay. Okay. The staff is a paw staff. There's a little paw in there. Beautiful, beautiful. Give her a crystal ball. Okay. What do I do? Just draw a circle for that? Put the staff in her paws. She's a magician. She doesn't need to hold the wand in her hands. I like that. I like that. That's a pretty good circle. That's a pretty circle-y circle. Okay, here we go. So that's the ball. This is like, I'm zooming in on what the text is inside the ball. Okay, kind of hard to see what I wrote, but it says, Tanya owes Winnie a treat. Tanya owes Winnie a treat. That's the fortune that Winnie has provided. What else? What else should I draw? I actually think this is coming out decent. How about a dove? I'm going to draw a dove. You guys know I like drawing birds. There's a little bird. Does Winnie like salmon skins? I will put some in the mail. Tanya, she loves fish. The stinkier the fish, the more excited Winnie is about it. Guys, this actually came out decent. Actually came out decent. Okay. I'm like kind of impressed with myself, I'm not gonna lie. All right. I think I am going to do 2 more things. I'm gonna write a letter. We're gonna write a letter to Mama T. For those of you who don't know, Mama T has been a super strong individual in my life as my mom. And recently she was diagnosed with breast cancer back in January. And as of this past Monday, she has just completed her 4th round of chemotherapy. And I've been calling her almost every day to check in, see what's going on. And she'll be like, yeah, you know, I was pretty tired today. And I was like, oh, okay, what'd you do? She's like, well, I'm feeling the chemo treatment a little more today, but I also walked 12 miles. I'm like, bro, what the heck? So she is a superhero. I don't know how she does it, but we're gonna write her a letter and we're gonna mail it out to her. And I'll also deck it out with some washi tape and stuff. Have a great time, folks. Got to go back to work. You're doing a good job, Hollywood. See you all next time. We'll see you later. Thank you. Now, let's see. Let's go back to actually the pens. I'm thinking I'm going to use the Pilot Iroshizuku Toro because she's a very sunny person, and this is like a yellow ink. So for that one, we need to grab the Platinum Preppy. It's the .03, which I think is their fine variant. Got it right here. So let's date it. 22 April 2026. Dear Mama T, We are live writing you a letter. Live on YouTube. Writing you a letter. I don't have a single word that can express how much I appreciate you. You've taught me, guided me, and have shown me how to treat everyone with respect and as a friend. I am always thinking of you and will forever look up to you. Love. I'm going to sign this one Hollywood because we're live. And you guys don't realize she calls me Hollywood. She calls me Hollywood. I'm just joking. She doesn't call me Hollywood. Do you pull the washi tape yourself? Inquiring minds want to know. Yes, I do. Tell her the extra 11 and a half miles is what made her tired. I know. I'm like, what are you doing? 12 miles? So I just realized I don't know the last time I wrote my mom a letter. It might have been like a couple years ago. During COVID, I mailed her a letter. Yeah, wow. Wow, that's a realization. You need to go call your mom. Go call your mom, send her a letter. Dear Mama T, we are live on YouTube writing you a letter. I don't have a single word that can express how much I appreciate you. You've taught me, guided me, and have shown me how to treat everyone with respect and as a friend. I am always thinking of you and will forever look up to you. Love, Hollywood. You need to go call your mom right now, guys. Greetings to Mama T. Let's see, do we have any envelopes here? Ooh, she's gonna get a little purple one. Oh, this is a tiny envelope. I'm gonna have to I don't even know how to fold this to get this in here. Greetings to Mama T. Oh, that's so sweet. Hey, she deserves a letter every once in a while. See, I'm gonna do that. I should have tri-folded it, but I'm gonna tri-fold it this way now. Yeah, you guys probably know by now I'm a mama's boy. Washi tape that letter. That's a good idea. I forgot to throw washi tape on it. All right, I will unfold it. I'm gonna seal it with washi tape. I think she's gonna like this one. This is the Coffee Monsters Co. like face like emojis. She actually just loves a lot of random stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think she likes stuff that's not themed. Put that right there. Okay. This has like trucks with vegetables. She would love it. I sadly am unable to call her anymore since she passed away a few years ago. I'm really sorry to hear, David. But it's lovely seeing how wonderful you and your brother and her get along. Hey, she's our hero. Same with our dad and her two other siblings. We've been very lucky to have the ability to grow up with each other. I forgot, this one was hard for me to pull. I did that one on the live one time. That one was hard for me, so I'm not gonna do that one. I like this one though. This one's got like constellations. There's so many envelopes and you choose the smallest one. Well, I know. But you know what? It's cute. It's cute. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Your kindness to everyone, including your mom, is why I shop at Atlas. I tell everyone about you. Thank you. That means the world to us. We do our best. Oh my gosh, I need a pair of scissors. Unless I just wrap the whole washi roll, just keep going until it's out. Hold on. I got scissors right here. Beautiful. I thought King Don would be super stern, but he's a teddy bear. He is a teddy bear. Put this down here. The one thing that my mom says that she misses most about Atlas, outside of like, you know, meeting people from the community and seeing the Atlas team, is she misses being around this creative space where she would come up with poems and phrases and sayings, and at home she's not around as much creativity, and so she's been telling me that she's been kind of like writer's block. She hasn't been able to bounce around poems, you know? All right, I'm also gonna do this one, this BGM one. Let's see. Guys, there's a lot of live streams this week. There's this one tomorrow at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. I mean, 9 a.m. Central Time. We're gonna be live on TikTok pulling orders. This is the last live order poll of the month, and we're not doing one next week. There's no live order polling next week because we'll be at the Chicago Pen Show. So tomorrow we've got that. And then on Friday we have the EXP sale, which we'll be live streaming on YouTube. Oh, this one's cute. It's like cats. We can be here pen pals? That would be so much fun. I love BGM's designs. I do too. Regarding Mama T, I may know of a book that may help her with her poetic juices that a friend introduced me to years ago. Let me know in Discord, David. I'll pass it along to her. Wait, let's see. I'm going to go like that. Like that. Oh, whoa, whoa, like that. Whoa. Wonder if you could see that. Teddy bear up top. Yeah, she's a pretty big like analyzer. So like, I'm not saying like she's the most detail-oriented person, but she'll notice the details. Like she will go through and look at all these emojis. Yeah, she definitely will. Okay, I got washi tape on here. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. What if I went this way? Ooh, okay. We're gonna seal it using washi tape. This one's got some flowers on it. Right there. I was hoping for a live poll and EXP live from the Chicago Pen Show. Well, we are going to be creating a lot of content at the, oh, look at that. That's cute. Yeah, we're going to be going live from the, we're doing a live podcast from the Chicago Pen Show. I'm not sure if we'll be going live. I'll have to see, but we're going to be making a lot of content. We're bringing our videographers out there. It's going to be a ton of fun. Beautiful. Write down Mama T. We're going to do it with that Twisby. Wait, so my mom walked in while I was watching last week's live poll. She heard you say viewers had to pay $5 to get mentioned during the live. She goes, only $5? Should be at least $10. You guys are getting a deal. $5 is a deal. $5 is a deal. Let's be honest. That's a deal. We could probably be charging like $50. And then she just walks out. Hollywood was telling stories. You don't have to pay anything. Okay. All right. That's all you guys are going to get is just Mama T. Oh, I'm struggling. What the heck? I don't know why. I am so bad with this camera thing. There we go. Mama T. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do is I've got a few extra minutes. I am just going to write some phrases on stuff like this, like stay smooth, keep it real. And we'll give some of these out in our TikTok live tomorrow. Oh, wait, I forgot to put the stamp on. Put the stamp on. Let me put the stamp on. Let's see. Okay. Oh no. I got too big of fingers. I need like the tweezer things. I need absolute silence. Okay, well, we're gonna get that off later. That's impossible. It's gonna go right there. Very neat, very neat. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna write, actually wait, we'll keep this screen up. We'll keep this screen up. I'm just gonna write some little phrases. I think I'm gonna work on my signature a little bit. Let's do maybe like HW. You're the best. Look at that. You're the best. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that signature. Sheesh. Keep it 100. Yeah, I'm going to start doing it like that. We need peace, all caps. All right, I got you. I got you. Let me switch the pen. I don't think I used this one yet. Peace. Okay. I was testing that one out. Peace. Underline, exclamation mark, 2 underlines. Okay. All right, I got time for one more. This one's going to say, I love you. And you know what's going to be so good about this is that this might go to someone who doesn't really pay attention on our TikTok lives, and they're going to be like, what? They're going to be like, that's fate? Hollywood loves me? Am I Hollywood's soulmate? All right, here we go. Is it too early to place orders for the live tomorrow? Yes, you got to wait till 6 p.m. 6 p.m. All right, there we go. We got all of ours. 6 p.m. Central Time to 8 a.m. I don't think I have enough envelopes here. I'll try to, however many that's there. Some of you will get envelopes, some will not. All right, so just to recap, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun. Got a little deep there, got a little deep. So just a reminder, on the schedule, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time is the TikTok live order poll. Submit your orders tonight between 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. Central Time tomorrow. Then Friday, we have the Experience Pen Sale. But before that, we'll be launching episode 7 of our podcast at 9 a.m. Central Time on YouTube and all streaming audio platforms. That's 9 a.m. Then we have the Experience Pen Sale, which will be taking place at 10 a.m. Central Time. So that will be held live here on YouTube. We stream it, but if you want to actually participate and claim items up to 60% off, you have to do that in our Discord server. And then next week, we do not have any live stream scheduled because we will be at the Chicago Pen Show. If you're interested, you can see the vendor list, event information, and you can purchase your tickets at chicagopenshow.com. We have like 8 or 9 tables, so we'll be out there in full force. And yeah, I love the podcast episodes. Nice. This one's really good. We actually upgraded our mics. We upgraded our, I was gonna say our mark, what? We upgraded our mics and the quality of the audio is just, So I think you guys will really like this one. The quality it's improving every week and we're really thrilled with how it's coming along. You're making me jelly. I don't think anybody would log in to watch me work at my job at a computer all day. Hey, I mean, I don't want to tell you, it pays to be entertaining, I guess. Like, I started when there would be like 5 people watching me. And you know what I realized? It's not about how many people view your stuff, it's about the quality of viewers. And you guys are of the highest quality of viewers, and you inspire me to keep producing content. So it's not about the number, it's about the quality. All right, well, you guys know the drill. This has been fun. Stay smooth. Peace.